Okay, hello there. My name's Stacey Jones, and thanks for joining me as we have a little bit of a chat this afternoon about how doTERRA products can be used to promote health and vitality. And we're going to be really focusing on my favorite, giving you some information, the ins and outs about the long life vitality. doTERRA really live the healthy, holistic approach, and really that healthy starts from the inside out. So this is why our doTERRA long life supplements are actually the #1 product. They're TGA approved, and that they are really worth something to be considering, including in your wellness model at home, if you haven't already got started on them, or if it is something that you're interested. So let's dive into this. Let's take about 20 minutes to have a little look at some of the ins and outs of the doTERRA long life supplements. Okay, we live in a really unique space in our environment and in our world at this point. So we've got to be thinking about, are we actually getting what we need? Are we getting our nutrients? Are we getting our phytonutrients? Are we getting the antioxidants that once we could get from our food, once we could source ethically and organically? Now we have some questions about that. And even if we are eating and making the best choices that we can possible, already what we are receiving or what we are purchasing already comes to us depleted. So this just leads us to be thinking about how then we can use a supplement to really boost our body. How are you feeling right now? Are you chained to your desk? Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling pushed to the max? Are you feeling that your body, you are not valuing the body that you have? Or are you feeling, or how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel vibrant and alive? Do you want to be able to process the things that are coming on? Do you want to be able to breathe freely? And this is where, again, coming back to those supplements, they can be really incredibly supportive. We have many diseases that are caused by inflammation. So we've got this cycle of disease here: dis-ease, discomfort, oxidative stress on the body. So that's when our cells are starting to break down. That is when bacteria and viruses have entered the body, and things are starting to, again, not work in perfect harmony and function. So that which leads us to inflammation. And inflammation, prolonged inflammation, leads to aging before necessarily fatigue, disease, discomfort, illness. And we want to be able to break this cycle of inflammation. We want to be able to support the body to reduce oxidative stress on the body, to be able to remove and heal and mimic healthy and functioning cells. And honestly, the information that's available to us about the long life vitality supplements is incredible to be able to support this. Okay, we want to be able to break this cycle, and we want it to be I want full health. I've got 3 children, 3 busy boys, and so I know that I need to look after me in order to be able to look after them, to be able to do my job properly as a woman, as a mother, as a friend. So this is why I do take the long life supplements. Our society is crazy. Have you stopped to think about what's going on? We turn on the news and we'll often hear of something else going on with our environment, our pollution and our chemical exposure. How easy is it just to work late and know that it's okay, I'll just do a quick drive through for the family tonight, or I will just pick something up for me because I've missed dinner already. We're so busy. We're running from here to there, back again, doubling up, tripling up. So we are putting a lot of pressure on our body. We're expecting it to do a lot. And then, like this cat here, which is quite funny for this afternoon, he is inactive. So if we haven't got these busy, active lives, on the polar opposite scale is inactivity with computer games, with working at home, with, going to the office and sitting at a computer desk for 8 hours. There is some inactivity, and we need to be aware of these stresses that are put on our body. So poor choices can lead to oxidation. We'll talk about that more. Inflammation, aging, poor cellular health, poor energy production, poor detoxification. Now that's our liver and our kidneys, and we want to remove the toxins and we want to support that. Weakened immune system. We need a strong immune system, particularly if we're working with people. When you're at different times of the year, different seasons, our immune system is on heightened alert. And poor physical and emotional and spiritual health. When you don't realize that you are mind, body, soul, and spirit, and we become disconnected to one of those, then we're out of balance here. So we want a sound mind. We want a functioning, full, vibrant life. We want a happy heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And we want to be living a life that is enjoyable, that is leaving a legacy for those that are coming. So mind, body, soul, and spirit. Let's go into chatting about the long life supplements with that in mind. So there is no one good answer, and there are no miracle pills. No matter how good I know I'm going to say that they are, there is no letting go of your responsibility for your own health. Okay, these lifelong supplements are a part of your whole wellness model. Okay, so we have the right for our body. We need to eat right. That's our choice. That's what we can take control of. We do need to exercise, whether that's yoga, meditation, that is going for a walk. Some of you may absolutely love marathon running, going up the mountain. By all means, that's your level of exercise, and you can choose what fits you and your life, but we have to move. We have to remember that inactivity, we got to move. Got to be the opposite. Rest and manage stress. How many of you are getting 8 to 10 hours sleep a night? I put my hand up and say that there's most nights that I'm interrupted. One child entering my bed, something happening there, the dog barking there, or I go to bed with my to-do list running through my head. We need to manage that, because when we're sleeping, that is when our body is actually recovering and repairing. So I often use a diffuser with a restful blend in that diffuser to be breathing in while I'm sleeping. Okay. The other thing is reduce toxic load. That puts a lot of pressure on your detoxifying system. If you're having too many products in your home, cleaning, personal care that are filled with toxic chemicals, our body has to get rid of them. So we want to try and reduce our toxic load with the type of products that we include and invite into our home. You have a choice. Then this is where the supplements and come into this. This is part of this informed self-care. So we have this ability, the information that comes to us from doTERRA, all about our self-care and how these essential oils can fit into it. And then we've got proactive medical care. There is a wonderful place for Western medicine in our wellness model. And some of you may require it more than others, but fits on this. And it's a beautiful diagram for you to understand how it all stacks on top of each other and impacts one another. So toxic load, let's start with that. Toxic load is a number of things: pathogens, chemicals, and radiation. They're things that we come into contact with every day. I heard a statistic again about chemicals and personal care, that we women, and I'm sure men have this exposure as well, coming to a contact with 553 was, I think, the round number of chemicals before we even leave the house. So you think about your underarms, what you're putting on there, your face, your makeup, your skincare, your hair care, your aftershave, your spray, everything that we're put on there, that all there's a lot of those products that have chemicals in them. And so our body has to remove them. So our first step is to try and reduce that toxic load, because this is going to help with the whole body. So the way we are exposed to them, our lungs. So when you put your aerosol can on, you're breathing that in, and those toxins are going into your lung. When we're eating, so if our fruit and vegetables, sadly, are laden with chemicals, when we're eating them, then it's going into our GI tract, okay? So that's why it's really important to make sure we clean our vegetables, and we can choose to use organic and purchase organic as we can. And then there's the skin, and that is the largest organ in the body. So what we put on our body goes into our body. So we need to think about that. So one way, as I said, was to wash your produce with lemon essential oil. I have a water purifying system in my home, and it removes chlorine and fluoride, and then it puts back into the water as it goes through the system. Lots of great minerals, and it comes out as 9.5 pH. So that's really important to me. So that it comes out as alkaline water. Now, I fill up my apples and my strawberries and my really thin shaped fruit in that tub with my water, which I know is good. And then I put a couple of drops of lemon essential oil, because that's going to cleanse and help remove the sticky goo that's sometimes on it, the wax that's on the apples. And it's also going to just help give it a good clean, remove those toxins. Another way is diffusing, as I mentioned before, diffusing in your bedroom to help promote sleep and calm and rest, but diffusing oils to clean your air. So when you're at your work, that would be a great time to have it just at the end of your desk there, so that it's keeping you protected. And a number of the essential oils are antibacterial, antifungal, antiseptic, and they're also uplifting. So having a diffuser in your office, in your home, in your bathroom is a way just to naturally cleanse and purify the air. So just as the essential oils are released in a really super fine mist, it sticks onto the particles there and then purifies the air. So it's a really, really safe and effective way to use the oils, and again, to help minimize and reduce your toxic exposure. Another way that's really, really important for you to have a think about is just swapping over some of your products that you're using. Think about your shampoo and conditioner. What are you using? Can you pronounce the ingredients listed on the back there? When you're buying your favorite spray and wipe, what is in that again? Do you know? Is that important to you? For me, it is. As I said, I have 3 boys, and once I knew I was pregnant and went on the journey of motherhood, that started to open up my eyes of a number of things. When it comes to finding out what baby products I wanted to put on them, I became really particular. I started Googling those ingredients. Now, I'm not a professional. I'm not saying that at all. But I couldn't pronounce them, didn't understand them. And then I looked at where they came from, where they were derived, and there was no way I was going to put that on my child. Think about that for yourself. Do you love yourself that much? And you should, because without you, your little world can't keep going. And there'll be people that need you and love you. So let's think about swapping in some of these products that are plant-based, low tox, and that are really, really good for your body. A lot of them are actually infused with the essential oils. Now, I love that because I love my oils. So some of the things that I use in my home, as pictured there, is the On Guard cleaning concentrate. Now, that is a concentrate filled with the On Guard essential oil. You get your own spray bottle, fill it up with 30 mils, fill it up then with water, the rest of it. Bob's your uncle, you're ready to go. You get about 18 bottles out of that, and I think, again, some information I saw, it was less than $1 a bottle, and that's toxic free, and those essential oils will be providing those antibacterial and aseptic properties that you require and desire in your home. One of my things that I love is the toothpaste, the On Guard toothpaste, so I've swapped that in, and my children use that as well, and I absolutely love the plant-based protective shampoo and conditioner there. So I use both of those in my home, suitable for colored, treated hair, and again, it's plant-based. So why not have a think about that? Because that, if you can minimize that, again, that toxic load, then your body's going to be working so much better. The other thing, and we're coming to the oil, the long life vitality, I promise, is to be supporting support defensive functions. So we're going to be looking at these oils here, and this is what they are designed to do, is support defensive functions. We want to support the body. We want to bring it up to speed, and if it's been deficient for some time, we want to bring it back up to a level where it is working well and to be able to support defensive functions. So this is where we're going to be using them to nourish and fortify the body. We want to be able to provide some energy that's required to protect and detoxify the body. We want to support the body to remove those toxins. Now, if you absolutely just can't swap those products at the moment, or you need to get rid of what you've got, then at least having these supplements are going to help to keep your body removing those and help and reducing the buildup that's possible around the liver with those with using products like that have chemicals in them. So liver function is paramount. That is our filter. That filters our blood, and we want our blood to be top notch, because that's traveling through our whole system, and that is what's carrying all the good stuff as well as all the bad stuff. So we want our blood to be working well for us. Free radicals, we want them to be need those to be neutralized, and we want to avoid excessive inflammatory responses. So we want to avoid excessive. We want to avoid it. We don't want it to be long periods. I'm not saying that these are going to protect you from, you know, we still live in a world that we see people, touch people, things, you know, happen. We will have inflammatory responses every day, but we want to reduce those time frames. We don't want to be living in an inflammatory response all the time. Okay, so this is where these are a healthy foundation. So we're going to be looking at them one at a time. There are three. The Long Life Vitality come together, and the best way to get them is as a wholesale customer, and in that case they're $115. Now you can take them as per suggested, which is 2 of each twice a day, so AM and PM, which means you get 1 month. That's 1 month, or you can take it at half dose, which is 1 of each. Again, once AM and PM. So it's up to you. What I do suggest is that you commit to taking these for one round per generation. So I'm 35 to feel, I actually, honestly, for the first couple of months, I knew that it was supporting my body, and I was starting to, my main reason was that I was falling asleep with my kids at 7:30. Now that was really not helping in running the house and running an online business. It was not good for me. My husband and I weren't getting enough time together, and I was just feeling flat. So that was the reason why I took it. I had children very close together as well, so I knew that I had given my all to creating and carrying and delivering and supporting these children, but I hadn't given myself anything back. So I committed to taking these, and as I said, I'm 35, so at least 3 months was suggested for myself, and it wasn't until the 3rd, going on the 4th month, that I actually felt and noticed when there was a week or two between my order coming and my new batch arriving, so I was empty for about a week, that I would start to have that lull again, that low, and it just tired and cranky and just not functioning. I would often get run down. A cold sore was actually something that I had quite often, actually, now that I think about it, before I had these, because I was just giving and running around for so many, you know, juggling everything, the stresses, driving kids here, picking them up there, feeding them this, worrying about that. So these were really, really important to me. So if you are 50, I would suggest at least commit to 5 months. The first month, maybe at full dose, and then the second, third, fourth, fifth month, half dose if you don't have any pre-existing conditions or concerns that you particularly want to focus on. So that's coming back about these, okay? So $115 as a wholesale customer, and there are some extra perks about making a monthly order as well. So there's shipping perks and rewards, and we can actually get you some of these products for free as well. So the Microplex, we're going to go through them one at a time and what they actually do. So here's the Microplex here. So there's 60 capsules in a bottle, and as I said, you can either take them at full dose or half dose. So full dose is 2 of these twice a day. So first thing in the morning and then just before you go to bed. They are 100% bioavailable, which means they are being formulated for maximum absorption. These are full of your vitamins and your minerals and your nutrients, just to promote normal health and functions of healthy cells. And I guarantee you there's no yellow pee, okay? No fluoro bright yellow pee, and no feeling sick after taking these, in my experience, as compared to previous vitamins when you take them on an empty stomach. And that's really impressive, okay? Because that fluoro P is often the vitamin B that it has not been absorbed, and so then the body just gets rid of it through the detoxifying system, okay? It supports healthy immune functions and digestive health and bone health, and it includes whole foods. So we want a lot of those whole foods here. Whoopsie. Forgive me here, where have I gone? I'm trying to go back. Give me, you're seeing some extra things here, which is good. Forgive me quickly. All right, we're at the Microplex. It's easy to talk about these things, and I absolutely love them. All right, next one. It fights free radicals with antioxidants A, C, and E, supports healthy metabolism and cellular health, and it provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals to support normal health and functioning of normal cells. So it is an incredible little bottle of goodness there. Have a look at just some of those supplement facts there. As I mentioned, this is actually a TGA approved product, Therapeutic Goods Administration. It's a government umbrella of looked after TGA from the government there, Australian government. So it's really important and really wonderful that these products are TGA approved. So they're actually classified as medicinal grade supplements. So why would you risk taking anything else? They come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And what's amazing is that they have been proved to do what they say and say what they do. So you've got a lot of these, your magnesium, your zinc, your copper, your folate. What I would suggest, if you are on any supplements already, pull the bottle out, have a compare. More than happy to shoot you some information about these supplements, and have a look. How many milligrams are in the one that you've got there? And do you need more? Do you need less? And think about, remember, these are double. So when it says iron there, it's 6 milligrams. That's per serving. So remember, you're actually getting 12. So let's just have a look at that and compare. It's good to know. So I'm going to put these aside because I will be taking those in just a moment. The next one is your EO Omega, okay? This is it has 9 essential oils to boost and support cardiovascular system, 9 and then it also supports the nervous system and immune health, and again, it has a tummy tamer in it, so for healthy digestive function. And that tummy tamer helps, as I mentioned before, if you do take it first thing in the morning before you eat food. You can take it with food as well, and that's probably a more better thing to do. But in my case, I often get up, get my supplements, get a coffee, get out of the door, then I know that I'm not going to feel sick later on. These are the supplements. They're not too big, and they are wonderful little. They're great. What designed to do. Healthy skin. My hair is growing quite quickly. I only cut it once or twice a year, and it's already looking well, and I don't color it a lot, so it is in a very natural state, but my skin is clear. It supports healthy function, joint functions, the cardiovascular and muscle and strength and endurance. So if you are, as we mentioned in that food ladder, that healthy lifestyle ladder, if you are one that works out hard, and this is one that you really need. So if you're a runner, you're doing weights, add this to your wellness model. This will just give you some extra support and endurance. Again, let's have a look here at the supplement facts. Okay, so it's recommended 4 soft gels in the whole day, 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And let's have a look at, you can see all those omegas and concentrates and all these amino acids and just amazing things here, as well as the essential oils of clove bud, frankincense, cumin, ginger root, caraway. They're some of my favorite essential oils. And the more frankincense I can get into my system, the better. He is one of my favorites. So again, good to compare. The Alpha CRX is the last one in the system there, the long life supplement system, and it's botanical extracts for longevity. So again, 2, I'm showing you 2, and you can check out the color difference. They're all very different. This one's yellow. This one has curcumin from turmeric to support optimal cellular functions, and there's a lot of information and studies about the benefits of turmeric in regards to inflammation and oxidation. It has 10 to 15 serves of fruit and vegetables. This is, remember, do you eat that every day? I know I don't. So wonderful to have that boosting up my body and being able to support it there. It also has 300 milligrams of boswellic acid from frankincense per serve. Now, frankincense is the king of essential oils, and there is lots to be said about frankincense. So I want him. We often refer to him as him. So the more times I can use frankincense into my wellness model, the better. Let's have a look at these supplement facts here again. A lot of these superfoods are listed: milk thistle, pomegranate, green leaf extract, grape seed, sesame seed, turmeric root, as I mentioned there, pine bark extract. Really great, great there to be able to promote and restore cellular health. We want our body to mimic the production of healthy cells, not mimic and reproduce oxidized cells that are not working, that are not full functioning. Okay, so this is where the CRX is really, really beneficial to be taking. And again, please have a little look at what you are currently taking and how much it's costing you as well. Because if you are buying vitamin B here, an iron there, folate here, you're buying some cellular support, and again, it might not be TGA approved, you might be purchasing it just from the supermarket or even a health food store, why don't you compare? But if you check at how much that cost you, you might already be ahead with it being purchasing it from doTERRA at only $115. Why is the LLV so different and so special? Well, the new formulation is based on extensive research and what our body needs. As I said, this is doTERRA's #1 product. And being TGA is an incredible complement to that research and the feedback that it has received. Its optimal levels of nutrients, its incredible bioavailability. There's all those added whole foods such as broccoli and spirulina, the potent herb additions, and essential oils for health, wellness, and vitality. They are all in there, so perfectly formulated. So we have looked at how to avoid toxic exposure. We've looked at how we need to support our defense functions so that we can go about living our life and doing what we need to do and running the home, running the business, and what we need to look at, just as we wrap it up, is how to support and eliminate elimination processes. So this is looking at that detoxifying system. How do we eliminate? We've got our chimneys, our primary chimneys, our intestinal tract, and our urinary system. And then we've got our second chimney, our respiratory system, and our skin. So primarily it's meant to come out, we know where. And if it can't get out there, then it will find another way. So breathing out, we're breathing out toxins every time we do that. So making sure, again, supporting that respiratory system so it's doing what it needs to. And then through our skin, if, often, skin conditions can be a result of what's going on the inside, because remember, those toxins need to come out. So supporting optimal elimination, we need to have proper flow of the intestinal tract, proper flow of the urinary tract, proper function of the liver as well. And as I said, if preventing overuse of secondary chimneys, prevent possible unnecessary skin eruptions, okay? So we want to make sure even our underarms and things like that are breathing. We want this is what we're meant to, these are some of the largest pores under here. And if we block this with products that actually suffocate the pores, so we might smell nice, but we've suffocated the pores there, it's not going to be able to eliminate and get rid of what we need to do. So it's going to show up in another part of our body. There are a couple of things that are available from the USA warehouse, and the beautiful thing is when you get your wholesale customer account, you've got access to the Australian warehouse, which is where the Long Life Vitality supplements are available, as well as the USA warehouse where there are additional supplements available. The Long Life Vitality is also available from the US. It's just you're paying US prices. But I've got some tips up my sleeve to be able to help you get the best deal for your buck. So one thing is looking at a probiotic. A probiotic is particularly our one, PB Assist, helps to support optimal absorption of food, nutrients, and energy. It has 6 billion strains of probiotics to get into that gut and support the gut flora there. And that helps that we want to keep the balance of good and bad bacteria in our digestive system. And it is a really first step in digestive maintenance. So I love this, and I take this at night with my Long Life Vitality at night. So I take 2 of those at night so that while I'm sleeping, while there's in the absence of food, my gut is being flooded with all these probiotic cultures and prebiotic FOS. So it's really, really great, and it gets in there. Again, the other one is a TerraZyme. So there are a number of you that might be dealing with food intolerances and sensitivities. This one is really, really important because it has 8 whole food enzymes that are often deficient in cooked and processed food. And again, if you are someone that's really busy running from here to there, picking up this, adding that, then maybe this is something that you need to think of. If you're having trouble with your chimneys, okay, so if there's not a regular movement every day at least, then we need to be working towards that, okay? What goes in does need to come out. What is not needed needs to come out. What the body can't use needs to come out. So let's have a think about what this TerraZyme can do. It supports healthy digestion and metabolism. Speeds up the conversion of food nutrients to cellular energy. So if you're eating not for always the taste, but for what it's going to do in your body. Okay, it promotes GI comfort in food tolerances and supports healthy probiotic of metabolic enzymes. This is again available from the USA warehouse, but you will have access to that. And the other one I love, and I take it as well, is the DDR Prime. It's called Damaged DNA Repair Prime. It's a blend, and I'm always truthful. I'm actually out of it for this month already, and it's on my shopping cart for the 2nd of September. and it's a powerful blend of essential oils that have been proven clinically to protect cells against free radical damage. It's frankincense, as I mentioned. It includes frankincense, as I mentioned before. I love frankincense, thyme, clove, wild orange, summer savory, and niaouli. And you can take it in two ways: either the capsules that are pre-formulated, ready to go, or you can get it in this essential oil complex where it's a liquid. It's the 30 ml liquid, and you can either pop it in your own capsule, or you can add it to your smoothie, or you can just put a drop under your tongue, depending on how you want to use it and how you're most comfortable as well. But it supports the immune system in dealing with damaged cells. The clove actually helps to remove those cells. Clove is an incredible oil. So I love these as well, and that's some extra things that are available in my that I use as well. So the DDR Prime gel caps are available from our Australian warehouse. The DDR Prime oil is only available from the Australian warehouse, the USA warehouse. But again, you have access to both. So it depends on how you want to use it and what's important to you. But we want to support that, okay? So we want to look after ourselves, because this is the only body that we have. We've been given it to do a job and to live well and to be a blessing to others. And so we need to make sure that our bucket is full before it overflows and we can give to others. So I hope that was a little bit of information just from myself to you today regarding the long life supplements. We all have different needs, different challenges, different stresses, different environments. So please sing out and chat to me. I will do my best to get the information to you. I love these oils. I am committed to sharing and guiding and being a mentor to those that include the oils into their home, and additionally the wellness products that we have available with doTERRA as well. So get in touch, let's chat, and let's set up a wellness plan for you. And let's get these oils into your home so that your life can be blessed as well. All right, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right, bye.